Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is NoDust here, and we are back with some more budget League of Legends playing from scratch. And we are on episode 2. So we did a game last time, I think, with Ryze. Didn't go super well, but as you hear in the background, we are in Champ Select. So hopefully this time we can do a little better. Still have no access to actually any of the summoner spells, so let's just pick... Alrighty then. Guess I am muting this Nidalee nonsense. Anyway, so last time I played Ryze, and the Ryze was somewhat tanky. And do I want to do the same thing? Maybe I can go Shyvana or Garen. Or Brand. We are lacking a little bit of AP damage. Now Brand actually does have some good potential for carrying a game, but he is much less tanky than Ryze. Do we go Ryze take 2? I wouldn't mind going Ryze take 2. Or possibly Shyvana, but if I did pick Shyvana, I want to have the jungle runes. Maybe I just go tanky Garen, super tanky Garen. Actually, let's try Darius. I'm not a huge fan of Darius, actually. Sorry, just a little bit indecisive. You know what? Let's go Ryze take 2.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, we learnt a fair amount of stuff last time with Ryze, with how to get the combo out, how to start spamming around 4 stacks. Let's try again. Yeah, Ryze take 2, and let's see how we go. And I will see you guys once we are loaded into the Rift. Okay, we are loaded in. So let's look at our composition. We've got AD carry, mid mage, sort of support mage, pokey champion. So Trundle's going full tank. Yep. So we got a tank. On the other side, we have ranged magic / AP, AD carry, sort of tanky DPS, sort of initiator, AP carry, and AD carry. There's a lot of damage on the other side with the Renekton. We have 2 tanks on this side, so we should be okay. I'll go. Let's pick up this. Okay. Okay, in we go, up we go. Now, yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I can't jungle. I definitely do prefer... Let me just mute these. Let me just mute these pretentious idiots. Who? Okay, I think this person is just gonna... Wow, okay, I think we... Oh, I muted the wrong Ashe. Mute this one and mute this one. Looks like there's just a load of nonsense here. Looks like the Nidalee is just here to waste our time. And I hope that is not the case, but if it is, well, you know, I guess, you know, even if these videos don't end up with me winning, I guess it goes to show just sort of the state that low-level League is at the moment, and perhaps there is value in that too. If I were to... Oops, that was a bad miss from me. Yeah. Now, I'm definitely sure that our Trundle is going to take a lot of punishment fairly early on. There's not much we can do about that. And the Renekton is definitely going to be able to pressure him with the W. And this Ashe looks like it knows what it's doing as well. Okay, we're both able to pick up some CS. Pretty good. And playing defensively is not too bad at this point. It's not like they can tower dive us. Okay. So what does this Nidalee do? I'm not even watching what the Nidalee is doing. I'm just focusing on our lane. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Excellent. Nice. So happy that this Trundle at least knows what he's doing. But the Nidalee is definitely intent on wasting everyone's time. So hopefully we have someone similar on the other team, basically sabotaging the other team. Because otherwise we may not do so well in the late game. But if I can get super... If I can... if we can do well in the top lane... Okay, and I'm going to be just briefly... And that's fine. I possibly should have saved for my tier, but getting boots is fine here, and I will pick up how much AD damage. What is the TF is building AP, but there's a fair amount of AD damage. But let's just go. I'll pick up the Sapphire Crystal. It gives me a bit of AP. Now I may actually go and help. I'm going to help Ashe down at bot because the Nidalee is just wasting time. So I don't know what, like, do you have nothing? I just wonder if there must be better things. There must be things that are better to do with your time. Honestly, like, does this actually accomplish? Like, does this actually make someone feel good to make other people's games miserable? How does it fulfill a need? I have no idea. Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting for the Ashe to come back. Excellent. Looks like the Nidalee managed to at least draw some fire. And I will go and help. Do I have enough? No, I need 400, so I'll wait till 400. We're not very far off 400. And I'm just going to pressure here. There we go. Excellent. Definitely this game I'm able to pick up more kills, so I may be able to snowball. A fed Ryze is very hard to deal with. And definitely this team doesn't feel as skilled as the previous team. I'm not trying to pass any comment or anything, but I was able to pick up a couple of very easy kills there. Whereas that previous game, much more difficult. I wonder if the Nidalee is actually going to start playing, or if the player is just there to suck up experience. Who knows? Looks like we're just going to have to lift our game in response. And I'm very happy to do that. Very, very happy to do that. Because even like just trolling like that, I think it gets boring after a while. Like, you know, no one really cares. You're just making people feel bad. And, you know, other people are spending quality time playing this game. Like, time that they could be spending doing something else, and you're purposely trying to make the time they spend miserable. I just don't know. I just don't know why. Yeah, I think Trundle was talking to the Nidalee there, asking why he or she is so obviously trolling the entire team. But that's fine. Looks like the top lane is miss. And looks like our Ashe sort of knows what she's doing as well. Yeah, picked up 2 kills there. We should be okay because I can tank for the Ashe. And the Trundle is going to go full tanky as well. And yeah, that previous game, I remember now, we had a malfight. Was it a malfight? Something that didn't really... Pardon me, get some gas on me. Didn't really know how to go full tanky. And it really isn't that hard to go full tanky because you just look in the recommended items and you just buy the defensive ones. It really isn't that hard. Probably. Oops. Oh, yeah, having to share CS in a lane just not something I'm used to. Not something I've been used to in a while. But this is fine. We have a lot of gold. And we have a fair amount of power. And the ward is nice there. And I will let the Renekton push out. Go, 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 go. What the heck? Looks like our Trundle was just sitting in the... Okay, looks like our Trundle was just sitting in the bush, AFKing. Well, you know what? I guess I shouldn't be expecting too much. I was probably asking too much of that Trundle to join me on the gank, but who knows? Yeah, people just not taking the game too serious. And this sort of is the curse of a free-to-play game. Some people will just do whatever, you know, and just space out. And I guess it's fine. It's no big deal. Let's go for Catalyst, actually, because we're going to need some defensiveness against... I'm assuming that team is going to go all out aggressive. Yep, that Renekton is going all out aggressive. So some amount of defensiveness will go a very, very long way against the team that goes all out aggressive. Because because the team that goes all out aggressive, they will not be building defensive, and they will not be building defensive, and therefore they will be easier to take down if you can survive their initial onslaught. That's my rationale at least, and pretty easy wave clear there. Oops, that was pretty bad from me. Now we can actually start spamming. So let me actually let me experiment with You're going to send this video to the server. You don't realize that someone is recording this and this is already going to go on YouTube, which is cool. You know, I don't really want to psych people out and let them know this is happening. Oops, okay, that wasn't great, but still okay. This is the Renekton knows how to, I think it's E. Haven't played a Renekton in a while, but I have played a fair amount of Renekton in my day. Top lane Renekton. Quite a good champion, honestly. Not much I can do. Hopefully the Zillion can push mid. It looks like the TF. Yeah, the TF definitely knows what he's doing. Not much we can do. Yeah, would have really liked it if Mr. Ban Shoko please could have signaled a miss, but it's hard to catch a TF teleport, honestly. So I don't blame him too much. But the TF is building AP. Now the TF is fed, so I do probably want to get some MR. So can we get... Yeah, I can build up to a Negatron clock at some point. Anything else we can build? Not too much from now, so that should be okay. And the Nidalee is in top for some reason, so I'm going to go mid. Okay, the Ashe is the left bot, so I'm going to go mid. I'm going to go bot then. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the Nidalee is just wasting time. There's nothing we can do. There's, you know, sometimes people just... I don't know, I'm sure there are better ways to spend your time. Better ways to spend your time than just to troll like 4 other people, and possibly even 9 other people, because, you know, the people on the other team, they might actually be interested in playing a game against people who are, you know, interested in playing the game. Not everyone plays just to win. You know, some people play to have a good, you know, to compete and to face a challenge. Not everyone plays just to win. But let's just say you're trolling, you know, let's just say you're trolling a number of people. And I just don't know why certain people get off on that. You know, there are so many other things to be doing with your life. I mean, you want to watch trolling videos, there are trolling videos online. You don't have to engage in the trolling yourself. But then again, you know, not my life. Possibly this person's life is much worse than my life, and this is one of their outlets. You know, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge how they spend their time? But I guess it is a little harmful to harm other people with how you spend your time. Actually, I'm going to start pushing up here. was close. I didn't quite get her. Addy got away quite well. Yeah, that was a little bit of a misplay from me, but that's fine. Blew a couple of my summoners, but we might be able to pressure mid now that... okay, it looks like the TF... We do need to take down this TF. This TF is going to be an annoyance. Definitely going to be an annoyance. I don't know why you're chasing that far in there, Trundle. Don't go that far in. Yeah, it can't help you if you're just going to push into the... Okay, gotcha. It's not too bad. Luckily that TF missed the wild cards, so I'm going to halfback. Sorry, I've been playing so many games consecutively these days, just trying to build up a bank of videos that losing track of what is what and where is what, but that's okay. Brain, what is brain? Now we almost have enough for catalyst, and we do. Excellent. Let's head back to mid. Actually, there's 2 in mid. I'm going to go stop Vayne in bot. Yeah, and we're actually 7-9. That's actually not too bad. Our Ashe has a fair number of kills, and Ashe is a better late game carry than TF is, especially an AP TF. But although an AP TF can put down quite a lot of damage. Okay, let me just keep an eye on things. Yeah, I'm just going to wave clear. Don't go too far in. You're just going to get yourself killed. No, you're not going to catch up to me, my friend. Yeah, the Trundle is okay. He just goes all in, and you can't really go all in as a tank without some sort of backup. You need to sort of watch who's behind you. And the Zilean definitely could have used the Zilean coming down from mid, roaming down from mid. But that's fine. You know, it takes 5 people to win a game of League, and when one of them is actively trying to sabotage you, I definitely wouldn't ask too much of this team. I mean, I'm not saying that the team is bad. I'm just saying one person deliberately trying to sabotage the team would probably, reduces our win rate by significant amount. So I would be very, very surprised if we managed to win. And I did manage to get a couple of kills early, but not anymore because the TF is doing a lot of roaming, like good things that TFs do. And we can't really challenge that. I'm not going to challenge that. Yeah, I can't really challenge that at the moment. I think the damage has been done with the Nidalee really sabotaging the team. But you never know, actually. You never do know in a game of League. Okay, so let's... Because I am tanking up, and in that previous game we were behind as well, and I did get quite tanky. And also Trundle is on to get quite tanky as well. And they have no true tank on their team. So there is actually a chance. A slim chance, I would say, but an actual chance. Go to ward up here. Okay, and I'm actually getting the hang of CSing with Ryze now. Okay, that's not too bad, and I'm not going to push any further in. I'm going to go and help out in mid. And I do want to finish my catalyst to gain a little bit more defensiveness. Yeah, it's actually really important that our Ashe knows what she's doing, so well, he or she is doing, because with an effective front line and an effective ADC, you can actually turn games. So this thing is not entirely over, but I wouldn't count my chickens. No, get out. Okay. There we go, awesome. Money went onto the Ashe, I'm happy with that, I don't need the money. I'm going to be an off tank. If we can both tank for the Ashe, we can win this. Okay, we need to get out of here. It's fine. This is fine. Yeah, 10 versus 13. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good turn. My trinket is coming up in about 10 seconds, so I can ward our flank just to make sure we don't get flanked by, say, an errant. Oh my god, why are you sticking around, Trundle? You need to get the hell out of here. Okay, I'm going to ward in here just to watch for the flank. Now I'm going to go bot. Actually, no, I'm staying here. I'm staying here. Our lanes are getting pushed. See, we're playing 4v5 and the Nidalee, what the hell? I don't even know what the Nidalee is doing. Just wasting time bouncing around. I just don't know, like, don't you have better things to do with your life? Like, you know, playing some... I really don't know. I really don't know. But like I said, like I alluded to before, you know, perhaps this person has a really bad day-to-day life. Perhaps people troll this person in day-to-day life, so they feel the need to troll others in, you know, in the online world. You know, these things happen. I am a firm believer of, I guess, patterns of behaviour. We reflect the patterns of behaviour that are inflicted upon us. So if a child is abused as a child, and you know, and I'm sorry if this is a slightly heavy talk, but if a child is physically abused, they may grow up thinking that it is okay to physically abuse others. Alternately, they may also grow up thinking that it's never okay to lay a hand on anybody and become very pacifist. So definitely, you know, things can go either way, but things can definitely go either way. I wouldn't be too eager here, Ash, because we may get... Now this we can hunt this bottom Ash. Oh, no, they're going back to mid, so I'm going to stay in mid to help hold. Like, why would you even want... Like, this account is so likely to get banned from people just reporting you for wasting time. Why would you even make an account? Maybe this person doesn't even want to play League anymore. I don't know. I guess it's interesting to speculate as to their motives and why they do certain things. I've always been the type of person who likes to speculate as to... No, I'm not surrendering just yet. I want to get pushed all the way to the base before I surrender. Like, one of our inhibs down. I think there's still fight to be had in this game. And I'm not giving up just yet. Okay. Okay, we shouldn't be pushing out here. Whoa, okay, that was a bit much. Now, at least the Ashe knows how to hold her position. I wasn't anticipating having to push out that much because there was no backup. Usually, yeah, well, the Nidalee's just going to be wasting time. I'm not going to. I'm actually going to head mid. Let's get rid of this ward, actually. Clearing this ward will give me some money. And actually, we have plenty of money. So I am going to be able to upgrade into my tier. Trundle is going in. I can't really justify pushing out like that. I'm going to go shop quickly. And once I power up to Catalyst and once I power up to possibly the Archangel staff, we can actually do some work. Yeah, nothing picking up right now, so let me go deal with the Renekton. Let me deal with the Renekton. That's fine. You can get away if you want. That's fine. And really, the best thing to do with a troll like this is just ignore them. Same thing with the bully. People act out. I believe people act out in that fashion because they want attention. And by ignoring them, you basically defeat the purpose of them acting out. And you know, you're telling them, you know, this is not going to work on me. I know you're trying to troll me, but I'm not going to respond. And I think the best response is usually always to, in my opinion, is to mute and just ignore. You know, no point. There's no point. Not quite. Can't quite make it. The Zilean should be able to slow him down. Didn't quite. Nah, never mind. I'm not chasing. I'm gonna wave clear. There's no point chasing a TF around. Better to just wave clear. Okay. Okay, and now you can pick up some CD cooldown reduction boots. Actually, no, sorry, no, I'll say Trundle. Ryze's kit has cooldown reduction in it, so let's actually pick up Sorcerer Shoes. A little bit of offensive. Actually, no, let's undo. Let's sell this, and let's see what else we can buy. I wouldn't mind actually the... actually, yeah, this is fine. Well, there's 2 no's, I'll still vote no. Let's just get this out of the way. If there's a full surrender vote, then I'll just vote yes at the end, but I'll wait and see. You know, we're still learning in this game, and I'm still, you know, it's still a fairly enjoyable game. You know, it shouldn't let just one troll ruin your gameplay experience. But these things inevitably happen. Perhaps that is probably why playing League on YouTube may not be the best idea. You run into trolls. I wonder how often we run into trolls like this. But who knows? Okay, no, let's stay here. We've got some more wave clearing to do. Yeah, we really need to deal with... I don't know what... See, there's no... It's just like with League, there's no reason... Just like in HOTS, there's no reason to fight around an objective that you have no chance of taking. Better to turn your attention somewhere else and trade objectives. So if they're taking Dragon, you take a tower. Or if they're taking a tower, you take Dragon. Or you collapse on one of their other lanes, you know, so on and so forth. There are options. There are plenty of them. Okay, let's actually pick up blue buff. Yep. Okay, picked up blue buff. That's fine. I will port back. And yeah, let's get Sorcerer Shoes. What else can I buy? Yeah, Sorcerer Shoes is probably fine. Although Quicksilver Sash, probably also decent against a TF that may be able to land his or her stun card consistently. Take that. Okay. Now it's still 1922. The game is definitely not over. Definitely not worth giving up on. And now I can actually jungle, so, you know, pretty good opportunity for me to... and Ryze is actually a competent jungler once you have a fully maxed out queue. Basically, once you have a fully maxed out queue. And I'm just going to hold the lanes until I get a six item build and become so tanky that, well, you know, and oppressive. That's basically what late game scaling champions do. They become tanky and oppressive. Okay, now we will do some AoE board clear with Ryze. Very potent and a good healing as well if you can, if you manage to. Good healing as well if you manage to combo it properly and connect your ulti. Running here. Run towards the base. Yeah, they went too far. One of the very easy mistakes to make as a League player is to overextend. And we are not going to survive. No. Yeah, so what happened was the Ryze and Zilean overextended into that tower. You just really need to watch what's happening. You just really need to watch what's happening on the map. And if they're going to collapse on you. Anyway, I think the game's going to be over soon anyway, even though we're not getting any... Oh, here we go. I can almost finish my needlessly large rod into Zhonya's. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Okay, still got a while to go. Yeah, again, a little disappointing about, you know, how one player can ruin the experience of 4 other people, but I guess that's empowering to the Nidalee on our team. Yeah. That's fine. That is fine with me, certainly fine with me. Okay. Push too far out. Couldn't quite get there. The spell vamp may actually be able to help me out. And you have, yeah, you have decent wave clear as Ryze if you can combine your R into your spell rotation. Pretty good. But yeah, it's just a pity that I couldn't get a second, like I couldn't get a decent, like proper game with Ryze in because of interference, but that's fine. Okay, let's actually start. So we can actually recover a fair amount of life, and even take on these super minions with our stuff. Quicksilver Sash. So this is a cheap Quicksilver. This is actually quite cheap, but it only builds into attack damage, so I don't really want that. I need 1050 to go to Zhonya's, so let's just wait on that. And this gives me a good chance to practice my spamming. So focus my, yeah, but turrets are still going down. But yeah, still a good chance, you know. Every cloud has a silver lining. This is a good chance for me to practice my spell spamming and figuring out when is appropriate and when is not appropriate to spell spam. And definitely the first rotation I have a good grasp of. The issue is the second rotation, so that, you know, when does it come back up? When should I be using my R? How do you line up that second rotation? It may even be worth playing against bots to just figure that out. Figure out the rotations. Okay, and this one I don't have my R, so I'm just going to spam everything else. Run the R in. Yeah, I think perhaps I'll just play from the vantage point that. But then, if you run the R in, your R isn't ready your ulti isn't ready by the time you finish that rotation. So definitely, I think you may want to. I think I may want to be mindful of putting the ulti into the rotation. Like maybe I can use it as a step in the rotation if I don't anticipate that I'll be needing it within the next couple of moments. Yeah, it's hard to hit. It's hard to hit the exact timing. Let's grab this. Yeah, and I'm definitely running a little low on mana. Okay, let's go and heal up. And we make one last stand at the tower. There's no point even surrendering now. I mean, like, they're just going to push, so let's fight it out to the end. Oh, you think you can deal damage to me? You think you can deal damage to me? Ooh, this Annie actually has a fair amount of damage, but not enough to take me down. So that's okay. Not enough to... Yep. That's okay. Hopefully more than half of the players here report the Nidalee, because honestly, you should. I mean, even though you win the game, you should still be reporting people that, you know, if they were on your side, how would you feel? So definitely, going to report for unsportsmanlike and leaving the game AFKing and intentional feeding. Yep. And, you know, our Ash was pretty good. And our Trundle was pretty good. Could have been a better player, but I'll just give you a friendly. I'll give everyone else like a friendly. That's fine. And I think that's done. Anyway. But we did pick up some resources. So, you know, so I spent most of the game talking about a trolling player and how it affects the enjoyment of the game of 9 other players. Okay, so we managed to still level up, gain some runes and masteries, so let's have a look at what we can pick up. We have unlocked a mark, and we have unlocked a mastery slot. So let's just do the mastery slot first with the AP. Again, increased ability damage. With the AD, again, increased farming potential. And with tanky, again, more tanky. And let's go and buy some marks. We need some AP and AD marks. So let's head over here, runes, some marks, and AP and AD. What do I have for the AP and AP marks? So for AP I have Magic Pen, and for AD I have Magic Pen, AD I have attack damage. Yep, so attack damage and Magic Pen. Yeah, it's a little awkward actually navigating between the two. Hopefully Riot works on that at some point, but not too big a deal. So I buy a Magic Pen, and I'll buy an attack damage, just an incremental increase in power. And need to remember to save. This is my AP, so grab the Magic Pen, save, and this is the A. What? I'm confused. Anyway. It should work out. It should work out just fine. Yep, this is the AP one, this is the AD one. It should work out just fine. It is very good. And we unfortunately haven't gotten the win of the day bonus, but that's fine. I don't plan to play only bots. I do want to just keep playing normal games. And hopefully we luck into a team that does not have an AFK or a extraordinarily trolly player. But you never know. Maybe we'll have like a unlucky streak of 10 of these games in a row. But these things happen, and you know, maybe I can use this as evidence to Riot to say maybe you should use your ban hammer a little bit more judiciously. Okay, well, let's wrap things up there. Unfortunately, Ryze Take 2 didn't go so well, but I don't think that had too much to do with me. Let's actually look at our match history. Yeah, I didn't actually have a look. Didn't actually take the time to look at the match summary before, and I probably should. So let me write it right in the notes. Try to have a look at the match summary post each game. I guess for this game I was just so like, I guess the game was so, I was just done with the game because of the Nidalee and the stats would have been skewed anyway. So it's a 35-minute 200 CS. I could have definitely done better than that, and 247. I think at least 2 of those kills could have been prevented if I just play a little safer and not follow I guess a beginner trundle in to an engagement which we wouldn't have had enough damage. Definitely I did better in Ryze Take 1. I had a positive KDA, but although the CS wasn't great there, so maybe I did improve in CS, you know? Hard to say. Okay, so yeah, I'll try to remember to look at the post-match summary. Hey, we can actually click into this. Let's just see how it looks, because I've never seen this before. Okay, anyway, so while we wait for it to load, let me know. I'd like some feedback from you guys. You know, how do you guys deal with you know, trolls like that in Nidalee? And I'm not. I guess I shouldn't say that Nidalee was a troll. I'm saying that person decided to engage in trolling behaviour that game. I'm not saying they were a troll in all aspects of their lives or in every league game, but how do you guys deal with people who engage in trolling activities? Do you get angry? Do you just tune out? Do you just keep playing and ignore them? That's sort of my thing. You know, I just mute them, and I mute the people who are flaming them as well. This is not why I play the game. And I just go on, I just farm, and I, you know, focus on working on my mechanics. You know, get as much as I can out of the situation as possible. And yeah, let me know how that goes. You know, how would you have reacted in that game? Would you have felt the need to write something, or just left a report at the end, just like I did? Anyway, enough of that negativity. Let's not let the trolls affect our enjoyment. So let's finish up there. I'd like to thank you guys in advance for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I do this for the love, and any gestures of appreciation are much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the video, although it was a little bit ruined by the Nidalee player, but I did feel my Ryze spamming ability improving a little bit, and definitely look forward to maybe picking him up in the future, and because he's a very strong late game tanky DPS mage, so I think he's worth considering. And yeah, look forward to playing more of that. So I will be back with some League in a couple more days. So until then, I will be seeing you guys. This is NoDust signing off.